soon appears to lay waste to the land, or so I had assumed, after what befell Mel. Yet aught here appears to be different. I must examine that creature. It may well be the key to unraveling the origins of this cataclysm.
The direct path through the gap in those rocks is somehow obstructed. We shall have...
Many paths are closed to us now, on account of the dragon's descent, no doubt. But we must find a way to reach it.
Confound this obstruction. But I suppose I ought to have expected this. Answers were ne'er so easily won. Monsters! Summoned by that beast, no doubt. You saw the sky fall, I trust. Wherever the sky, or so I had assumed. Yet aught here, I must examine that creature.
The direct path through the gap in those rocks is somehow obstructed. We shall have...
Many paths are close to us now, on account of the dragon's descent, no doubt. But we must find a way to reach it.
Confound this obstruction. But I suppose I ought to have expected this. Answers were ne'er so easily won. Monsters! Summoned by that beast, no doubt.
Heavens forfend!
You shall find no ally in me. That bloody hurt. My bleeding road.
Come on, have at it.
Let it end. I don't want to think anymore.
That's it,
I've already done him by the night.
Principles unproven as dust.
Oh, where that came from?
That's what you get.
I'm not responsible.
It seems this is the only way forward. Up we go. Why do you falter? Come this way. A fine welcome indeed. I can only hope that the worst is now behind us.
Naught can be achieved without sacrifice.
You've made yourself an enemy. Then I shall remain by your side. My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait right there.
Alas, a theory unproven is of little practical use.
The beast's fell powers are twice as terrible in the flesh.
Well done.
impartial observers can perceive. There it is! The dragon at the heart of all this destruction. What a singular creature. Is this what called the monsters forth? Why did you destroy it? The secrets we might have learned. Never mind. You've your charge, 'tis true, and the fiends appear to be falling back. But I trust you won't object if I take a sample of its remains. After all, your role is to save this world, and mine is to pursue its secrets. Go, do what you must. I will remain here and continue my work. Someday soon, I will lay bare the truth of this world, and on that day, I will slip the yoke of this broken order that rules us all.
Never did I imagine such a dragon could exist. 'Tis a glad thing we felled it, whatever 'twas.
Well met. Surely folk
Never should have taken this shift. This might be worth a read.
Let's have a look then.
Welcome. As a discerning customer like yourself will doubtless appreciate, we offer excellent service. At a fair... price. Always a pleasure. Welcome. As a discerning customer like yourself will doubtless appreciate, we offer excellent service at a fair price. Always a pleasure.
The month I spent with Lord Phases was a queer experience indeed. I was conscious of nothing. Nothing, that is, save your... presence, Master. I cannot explain it. Mayhap 'twas made possible by the bond we share?
'Twas an ordeal indeed, and there is much for us to ponder. But for now, we must find a means to forge ahead.
Materials, eh? I shan't deny, they have their uses. Very well. I shall return.
Hang in there, Master. I am coming to assist.
Arisen, we need to heal ourselves while we have a chance.
We fight. To arms!
Understood. Yes, Master. I shall hasten to your aid. Magics have been sealed. Tis not an enemy to be taken lightly. We must strike boldly and with presence of mind.
True enough.
Since times of eld, remember, draconic blood flows through the veins of lesser. Then I bid you farewell.
Would that I had...
I will protect you.
Well done, Master.
This world is far.
As a matter of fact, have you always pursued your current vocation over the course of your journey with the Arisen?
No, I was an archer for a time. The feeling of... Loosing arrows at faraway foes is one I'll never forget.
I will finish this, here and now. These beasts are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair. Outstanding. We are to retreat, then?
Where you do not fall prey to the enemy's attack as we pass.
Right you are.
You seem to have been chilled. Are you all right?
Where you place your feet. A sharp incline is as like to throw us off balance as 'tis our enemies.
Whatever...
No longer do I feel the probing gaze of the Watching One. Is this your doing, newest of the Arisen? I am he who brought the dragon low, and o'er its bones raised the proud kingdom of Vermin. Despite the magnitude of my feat, I was dissatisfied and sought e'er greater heights, till at last I ruled the world entire. Thus did I come to know of the Watching One, the being by whose many eyes and ears no one or thing in this world goes unobserved. As to the purpose with which they watch, I know not, yet I did divine one thing. This world has lain neath the Watching One's unwavering gaze ere the dawn of its history. I despaired at this discovery, for if all is but a stage, did that not render my cry? 'Twas, do you understand, newest of the Arisen? Alas, though I cut down all who seemed false, indeed, my efforts led only. I was dubbed the Mad Sovereign. And yet, I can only use how else to explain the change. Ah, what bitter falter not, new and fading spirit.
I see you have returned, Arisen One. The Mad Sovereign has called, and so we answer. If you would save the people of this world from ruin, lead them here, for this place may chance to escape the coming destruction.
I imagine the people of this world will welcome the tidings that there is a place of refuge awaiting them.
Indeed, you are correct.
Since times of eld, remember, draconic blood flows through the vein. Then I bid ye farewell.
Shall we get some rest? 'Twas a chimera I was...
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
A new day.
Since times of eld, remember, draconic blood flows through the veins of lesser drakes. As well. Bring me what ye reap. Then I bid ye farewell.
The Mad Sovereign's power, it could prove the lot less. The coming destruction can only
Since time... Remember. Draconic blood flows through the veins of... Then I bid ye farewell.
I cannot wait.
We too once, as we walked, are one in despair of the and one for fear. Yet you bear it. Hold fast to your strength of... Greetings.
Since time... Remember. Draconic blood flows through... Then I bid ye farewell.
'Tis locked, Arisen.
We must needs find the key.
Thank you, friend. I dread to think what might have become of me had you not happened along when you did. This place does not have long left, I fear. We ought to get to safety, though I have to wonder if anywhere is safe now. I'd gladly accompany you, believe me. But the others here? Well, suffice to say, they won't be able to join us. Follow me. You'll see what I mean. It is a jail of sorts, this place. A compound where we set captured pawns to work. They were supposed to be digging up old ruins or some such. I confess, I don't know all of the ins and outs of the operation. Underlings like myself were given orders, and little else, you see. Well, here you have it. They've been like this for a month straight now. They refuse to leave. You might as well try talking to a wall. You'd have more luck. I know they don't die like we do, but it seems cruel to abandon them here, all the same. I never wanted to be here, you know, taking part in all of this. The enslavement of pawns doesn't sit well with me. I suppose that's why I can't bring myself to leave them behind. Either that, or the current state of the world helps to put things in perspective. At any rate, I've tried everything I can think of to get them out, but naught's done any good. I'm at rather a loss.
The command came a month ago, or we are to remain here. And so we remain.
I implore you, Arisen. Take me with you.
So they're staying here because they were ordered to remain, and they told you that, did they? Strange. I couldn't get a word out of them. I wonder why they saw fit to speak with you. But never mind that. More importantly, you've given me an inkling of the problem at hand. It was the Overseer's doing, methinks. When the world changed, that craven up and ran for his life. But on his way out, he used that artifact they call the God's Way to command the pawns to protect him. I expect that order of his is what the pawns were referring to. But why would they continue to obey when the man is long gone? Unless... Listen, friend. I've a thought. What say you have a look around and see what you can turn up? If the Overseer's command is indeed still in effect, it could be that he is lurking somewhere not far from here. Use that key to have a look around. It should open any doors you come across. Best keep your eyes peeled for the Overseer as well. I have a feeling he's still lurking about here somewhere.
Pawns need only obey the true Arisen. I suspect one of those fell artifacts employed at the coronation. Is at work here.
Indeed, you are correct.
Well met, sir. How's the day treating you then?
This might be worth a read.
Why? For... rose at your... Always a pleasure.
I suppose we might as well gather what we can.
Well met, sir. How was the day treating you then?
Might not the seafloor shrine provide a place of refuge for the people of this land? 'Twould protect them from the Red Cloud's advance, if only for a time.
But will the people do as we suggest? The crux of the problem is how best to convince them. That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
So, there was naught left of the Overseer, but I'll wager he thought to take the pawn. He always was a spite. At any rate, I'm well grateful for your aid, friend. I only hope they'll heed my words as they have yours. But I'm not worried. I'll find a way to reach them in time, no doubt. My word. With this, I'll be able to guide them. Now there's no chance of any of them being left behind. Seems I've no end of things to thank you for, my friend. I appreciate all you've done here. I'll get the pawns to safety, don't you worry.
'Tis strange to think a god... This way would be used to guide my brethren to safety, after all the woe they have caused us.
Outstanding! Evidently, 'tis a contraption that allows for travel betwixt 2 points. That does sound convenient.
I believe we would be remiss not to make use of this.
Salma Aran, Alecano Nanderin. Ne affair more Finland Tarma. Affair Pelagian forward state here.
There's something strange about the way time passes.
Elelote and osto silfa malantha Alecano mine. In fair ave. Sinde fil areng.
And the wind fair no endira.
Nun lia tilmo. Ronde Minotaur.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far.
Akaya arume fa in Iterond. Etele Finantai.
Fa'a Karwas.
The sky.
A customer, then. That's change. Just tell me what you need. And I'll see it. You're welcome.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Welcome, as a discerning customer like yourself will doubtless appreciate. We offer excellent service. Do come again.
I fear for the arbor.
Elelot osto silfa malantha alekano mine in fair avehum.
We must rest, though the sun is still up.
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Ready to forge on?
I'll collect you. You needn't trouble yourself.
Must be lightning is its weakest offering. We're under attack.
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Hold it right there.
Even the Harbor Heart could not safeguard this place from the fiend's onslaught.
right there.
The tide has turned against us.
We must formulate a strategy, else we've no hope. Tis heartening to think that the peril has passed by our efforts, if only for a time. I knew that I could count upon your strength, Arisen.
Svindemund Fionaro. Isilrod Fanan?
More must be urged to evacuate.
We ought to choose our next destination based on the movements of the...
Lungtena pele telume. Ane martir. Kiriando anmindor hiroth. Lungtena pele telume. Lungtena pele te... Lungtena pele telume. Ondova.
And a win fair no Endilran and Newman.
Lungtena pele te... Lungtena pele telume. Lungtena... Lungtena pele telume. Lungtena pele telume.
Valis Haranan, Halana fear in Mine.
I fear for the arbor.
Red with
Yet it would seem there is far more at
What
stake.
have we done to earn
The very
iron?
world is under threat.
Kirandone Halana, Alekano Nande. Elalia, Luintarma.
Kemenindor, Fion.
Non morevin.
Now, what might that be?
We ought to take a closer look.
The sky glows red with fury. What have we done to earn its
The very
ire?
world is under threat.
Kirandone halana. Alekanunande. Kirandone halana.
Lomentari. Lungtena peli telume. Anima. Kiriando an. Lungtena peli telume. Ondova. Lungtena peli tel. Lungtena peli telume. Ondovana. Lungtena peli telume.
Nea fer mor finnin tarma. A fer
Let me get that.
My friend, when word reached me of your uncanny disappearance, what has become of this world? We cannot be sure we will be safe here. You think we need to evacuate? I should gladly follow you, but I fear my father will not be so. Nonetheless, we can but try.
As arborists, Sir Taliesin is the leader of the Elven people. Let us follow our guide, that we might speak with him.
Right you are.
Nea fer mor finnin tarma.
Findelnar, ne veo norwende lis kemen. Moriven lis irumar meltol netara.
Kasinke telpe nun finale. Fionar elwe arfarne nenwen sur orne.
Mornambue roth enf nevea tara morevin. Kemen rosse elame mor orne are. Lia morevin onduiro. Palan fenis in heranon eluis.
Nullis amanda ke.
Kemen rosse andil soron russa ne carilm ilar moretele erando morivin.
Findalnar, morivin les charmenan? Nefa oyo sur. Airando vanitol manantar. Minas
Alcarwa fir nun eldaya ane martir tindome ingarina fa sorne an famelton. Vanelin hyros soron. Lera nefir heranon an.
Only time will tell whether the cutting shall take root. For now, let us make for the seafloor shrine.
I am well aware of the particulars.
Kemen Ross.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
More must be urged to evacuate.
We ought to choose our next destination based on the movements of the clouds.
Where are the skeletons?
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
By your leave, Arisen.
Have a gander at my wares. You shan't regret it. Hope to see you again, ere.
just yonder. There looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
No harm in picking a few. I shall take this opportunity to observe our surroundings.
Kasinke telpe nun finale. Aidalia anandor.
Nenamboe yavstir uru kemen ros uru neteren, ne romen anartelpe menasvan.
Duintarmi kinalen meltol, ne meltol linkan aldakar, an fir...
Alan hiarmenran, elorato ala. Nun nenwen mor aiwanon, iavstir lalasta. Nun fal...
I thank you, friend. It would be no exaggeration.
Your fight continues.
Treasured its books. It would sadden them to see it defiled by this creature. assembly by clinging to the terrain. Try to keep it within your gaze at all times.
Mayhap, if we follow close behind him, we could find a way to get ourselves into an advantageous position.
Whatever tip you need, I shall gladly.
Thank you, Master. I will hope I can understand.
This ends here!
find a better opening. Strike the horn now!
You've an opening. Focus your attacks. Passed by our efforts, if only for a time.
That went... as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
You're no soldier. I'd not recommend camping. You'll awake neath a blanket of ash. I can give you a roof over your head at least. Much obliged.
This might be worth a read.
I've weapon. Truth be told, I'm of half a mind to pack up and leave. What with the volcano growing more?
active of late. Much obliged.
This looks as good a place as any.
Ah, I remember you. What brings you to the encampment? 'Tis a miracle you're still alive. Though I dare say that's true of all of us. Oh? You believe we ought to evacuate? Well, you've traveled far indeed to deliver these tidings. Farther, I dare say, than anyone would go for the sake of an idle jest. If we must leave, we shall have to be... But I think we're a bit short on hands to attend to all that must be done. In fact, there's a blacksmith and his wife dwell on the encampment outskirts. Might you escort them here, so that they can join the evacuation? The smith, Gustava, is a man of good sense. But as for his wife... Well, suffice to say, Cleuna has always been a contentious sort. She'd have naught to do with us, given the choice, and isn't likely to take kindly to the arrival of any of my knights on her doorstep. I can only hope that she will be more willing to listen to you. And while you're taking care of that, I will see to it that the encampment is made ready to depart with all due haste.
Ah, I remember the blacksmith and his lady wife well. I only hope we can convince them to join the evacuation.
True enough.
Did yon statue not sink into the sea? 'Tis a wonder to see it still whole.
Behold! It moves! Though what impelled it, I cannot say. Go forth, Talos! May you strike down any dragon in your heart!
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll never...
The statue came alive. It does not appear poised to attack us. Let us keep watch for the time being. A ballista?
This could grant us an edge in battle, if we use it well.
Might I be of assistance?
Tis a mighty statue, but never did I expect it could contend with the red clouds. Did the pawn within impel the statue to action?
You're no soldier, are you? I'd not recommend camping. You'll awake neath a blanket of ash.
We must rest. Though the sun is...
Far and wide I've traveled.
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust? I'd sooner not battle those with whom we have no quarrel. Yet if they mean us harm, we can but defend ourselves.
Indeed, you are correct. Quickly, Arisen! You must regain your footing.
Get back here!
I knew you would prevail, Master.
can ill afford to grow overconfident. Our foe is not yet routed.
A result to be proud of. Battle is best avoided here.
We need reinforcements over here.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
Certainly, Arisen. How might I be of aid?
Hang in there, Master. I'm coming to assist.
One of us has been drenched.
What to make of this? Barely a scratch.
Battle rages on. Do not let down your guard.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
We ought to put it to good use.
No dawdling. The Arisen calls.
Understood.
Whatever brings you here? These are... You'd have us evacuate with the encampment? I am touched by your kindness, friend.
Now, I'll hear none of that. I'll see. Besides, I should hope this good soul has earned your trust by now. Helped me out of a tight spot on more than one occasion, if you'll recall. After all that goodwill and the long trek out here to warn us, we'd seem mighty ungrateful, turning our back on another helping hand extended only in kindness.
Oh, very well, my love, if you insist. It seems we'll be accepting your offer after all, friend. Would you be so kind as to escort us to our destination?
Let us see our charges to the encampment. But be mindful. The path seems much changed since last we walked it.
There is magma scales! There!
Fire's fury shan't be an aid against this foe. Talos, the stone giant, repelled our foe. Even now, the idea seems fanciful, beyond belief.
We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might.
Shall we set it rolling? Hang in there, Master. I am coming to assist.
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
The month I spent with Lord Phaesus was a queer experience indeed. Though my mind was perpetually unclear, I always felt your presence among me. So glad am I that we have been reunited.
Glad as this reunion is, it must have been a shock to find the world so changed upon your waking.
Hold fast, Arisen! I will be with you in but a moment.
Well, here we are. How long before the evacuation begins, I wonder?
Would you find Ser Ernesto and tell him we've arrived? Let him know that we'll wait here till the time comes.
Sir, I implore you to reconsider. Surely you can see that the situation is dire.
How many times must I say it? I'll not be ordered about. Not by ye, not by anyone. Now bugger off and leave me alone.
Ah, good. You're back. I'm afraid there's another matter for which I must beg your assistance. It concerns the fellow I was just speaking with. Sir Lamond, his name is. The man's something of a regular at our hot springs. I sought him out to tell him of the evacuation, but he has flatly refused to join us. I must confess, I'm at a loss as to how I might convince him. Could I prevail upon you to try your hand? At this point, methinks anything I say will fall on deaf ears.
Sir Lamond is as mighty as 100 soldiers. 'Twould be reassuring to have his aid. Shall we speak with him?
True enough.
I'd rather not draw steel if I can avoid it. Everyone's as tired as I am.
Suppose I can always run.
Do you feel the ground tremble underfoot? 'Tis proof that the volcano is very much awake.
Remain focused. A clouded mind shall serve you poorly in an ambush.
Fancy meeting ye here, cuz. Not this again. I'm here to live my life as I see fit. I'll not be ordered about by anyone. Not even ye. Oh, bollocks. Cool. Aye, fine. I'll do. Can't say I'll be glad to leave this place behind, but you've my word. I'll...
Sir Lamont shall be a boon to the evacuation effort. Let us inform Sir Ernesto of our success.
Indeed, you are correct.
I cannot thank you enough for all. We shall fare much better on the road with Sir Lamont's arm to defend us. 'Twill be slow going, mind. We have wounded whom we must accommodate. Yet, come what may, I swear to see them all to safe harbor.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
A customer, then. That changes things.
Welcome. And well met. Always a pleasure.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
An investment made for safer travels can hardly be called extravagant.
Listen, I could use your help with something. Another time, perhaps.
You've pushed your luck too far.
I'll not take that from you.
Pray calm yourselves, good people. I will have none of this squabbling.
Sir Manella, you don't understand. This scoundrel's the one who started it.
No, you don't understand. This is no time for the people of Batal to be quarreling amongst themselves. We shan't weather this calamity unless we can recall our common purpose and unite our efforts towards it. Ah, Sir Arisen, with the world in such disarray, I could not. Thus did I return. I maintain order as best I can. But enough of my woes. You wish us to evacuate? After all, if we sit on our haunches, 'tis alas. The people of Batal are far. Should we proceed, unheeding of their division, with every soul at their wits' end? Conflict is like to as such. Before we take any measures, I would have you, and should you encounter any discord, pray do such efforts will doubtless allow the evacuation. As for me, my work here is far from done. Let us part ways for now, and reconvene when...
Flared tempers are understandable, given the circumstances. Let us aid in mediating the... quarrels arising in Back Batal.
Indeed, you are correct.
You've got them right where you want them.
That's quite enough. That's it. I've had in.
There's always something that... On your feet!
What's your problem?
As for me...
Haven't you had enough yet?
What is it now?
Looks like we both got some...
Have a little faith in yourself.
I've had well enough of your nitpicking.
I reckon the world would be better off without you. Oi, you! Don't go pie! Leave off or we'll make...
I must stand firm.
I'll crush you if you keep that up.
Hold fast to your exit.
Counting on you. Don't let me down now. Counting on you. Don't let me down now. Counting on you. Don't let me down now.
Courage is as courage does, they say.
Boy, have a little faith in yourself.
Trust in yourself. Trust in you.
Do we truly...
Have you lost your bloody mind?
Reckon you can just cut us down? What's the matter with you? Eh? Fine.
Looking for all
Oi! I saw it first. Pho, trust a flea-ridden hide to take it all for himself.
Why must I share with a fangless one? This is no more your food than Batal is your land.
You there! You couldn't put this upstart in his place for me, won't you? Go on, lay into it. If that's what you think...
Aye, clear off.
How dare...
You said it's bad to hurt people. Wow! Thanks, sir.
Really? Thanks. That's mighty kind of you.
Oi, leave my kid alone.
You're not some child snatcher.
Wait. You shared your food with them.
Aye. Mayhap would...
The desire to protect one's kin transcends race and culture. It just goes to show we are none of us so different.
A result to be proud of.
Ah! You're just...
You slander my honor, sir. This is no business of your...
Now, Nara, let's... If we are to duel, otherwise who's to...
Aye, true enough. Without... Well, sir, what say you? Will you watch over us while I take this scoundrel to task? This knave... He said my swordsmanship was hardly fit to wound...
'Twas your dear father's patronage that made you a sentinel, not your own skill.
Very well. I'll not force the issue.
Ah! Let us...
Stay back! It's in the fray.
Reckon I'd spend my life here.
Stand strong!
Keep back! I do not wish to injure you.
How dare you
Such humiliation shan't go...
You dare violate the sanctity of our jewel?
Known it would end like this.
Not be trifled with.
We'll pull through yet.
Look at us!
I ought to thank you.
Aye, consider your lesson.
I was most surprised when you intervened in their duel. Did you aim to temper their pride by proving neither your equal?
A result to be proud of.
Ah, sir, the people of Batal are beginning to... We shall see the fruits of your prey return to Empress Nadinia, and apprise her of heavens only know how many...
What say we report back to Empress Nadinia? Her Majesty ought be willing to commence the evacuation now.
I am well aware of the particulars.
Polished it this morning.
Near enough.
Her Majesty has begun her supplications.
Stay your hand, Vera. Come hither. We will... One of our ministers informs us that you have been espied in the city, resolving the people's troubles. You have our gratitude for your efforts. Your journey continues, does it not?
Pray excuse the interruption, Your Majesty, but...
Indeed. Forgive us, but we...
Batal and the rest town are now safely evacuated. I am certain we can rely upon Sir Manella to keep the peace.
Outstanding.
That went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
water, but these are troubled times. But rest assured, our doors shall remain open. Open and our bed soft. There's trade to be had in times both fair and fell.
Shall we get some rest then?
Good morning. Tomorrow, everyone.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust?
We need not concern ourselves with strategy. Whatever we do, our victory is assured.
Very well.
I've a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used to enhance your equipment. Vernworth is where our journey truly began. I shall take this opportunity to observe our surroundings. We shall remain here.
Keep moving.
Ah, my friend. Full glad am I to see you safe. All the more so in these calamitous times. If you have come on pressing matters, might I ask you to first bring them to Captain Brandt? I have come to depend upon his counsel, truth be told. Ah, if you have come on pressing matters, might I ask you to...
Whatever happens here, anyhow.
This is more than I bargained.
I'm in it now. Sometimes I wonder if I'm cut out for this
What to look forward to? It's a long day of work.
Here's hoping there'll be no trouble today.
Bunch of sluggards.
Would all my days. There's a full business class.
A welcome respite from all those horrid ruffians.
That's acting up today.
Time to head to market, methinks.
Your Majesty, how glad I am to see you safe. The end of the world. Are things truly so dire? Though, I am aware of the dragon attack on Melf. We received word that naught but a smoking ruin remains. 'Twas a tragedy, and I would not see it repeated. However, without a clear path, we in the guard... You would have me evacuate the city. Ever since the fall of Melf, the citizens of Vernworth have lived in fear that if there is safe harbor to be found elsewhere, but I doubt I could convince the people of this city. Methinks your Majesty would do... After the false sovereign vanished and the world was altered, His Grace has been the... If the people will heed anyone...
Maintaining order in Vermund must be quite a burden upon the young Regent King. Let us aid him however we may.
I am well aware of the particulars.
Quiet here. Our brigands lurking about.
So you've come. I'm glad to see you. Captain Brandt has already apprised me of your proposal. A full-scale evacuation of the citizenry. Truth be told, I had reached the same conclusion. So long as we cower within these walls, we must live in fear of going the way of Melv. My ministers have approved the plans, and I have petitioned the encampment survivors and the Thieves' Guild for aid. The only remaining obstacle is my mother. She has set herself stubbornly against any such flight. I have tried to make her see reason, but of late she has taken to shutting herself in her chambers. However, I fear that my position permits me to entertain her fancy no longer. I must put the needs of the common folk before her selfish whims. Now, there are a few matters I must attend to before we can evacuate. We will require several ox carts to carry the sick and aged out of the city. Might I prevail upon you to petition the merchant at the ox cart station in the west of the city for their use? You may assure him that the royal treasury will foot...
Mayhap I'll come here when I've a day to myself.
Queen Regent Disa hardly leaves her chambers. Between you and me, Queen Regent Disa, between you and me, I fear for her health.
Have you come to claim my life, Arisen? But I shall go to the grave with a smile on my lips. So do as you will. I have no intention of begging for mercy. Do with me as you will. What are you doing? Unhand me at once! Guard! Help me!
You have brought Mother to me. I see.
Sven.
You may leave us. Now that we can speak with... Not what to make of this.
What's to be done about it?
How are we the fight with such worn out?
Yeah, I could forget all my troubles here. What ought I to do?
Anyone gives me something that takes a steam.
When does my watch end? Ready for dinner? I've clean forgot.
Too quiet here for my liking.
Let's take it easy today.
I should very much like to rejoin you, Master.
Be gone with you, ruffian. These carts are mine, and if you think I'll surrender a single one, you'd best think again. I require the use of all of them to transport my wealth to safety. What are you doing? Put that away. No! Spare me! I pray you! I fear for my life.
Well, reckon he won't be coming back here in a hurry. As a matter of fact, I'd like to thank you for that. It didn't sit right, see? Having my wares claimed by some puffed-up minister trying to save his own skin. Anyhow, as long as I've got my gold, who takes the carts is no concern of mine. And if that craven comes crawling back, I'll tell him bandits took them.
They say a crisis reveals one's true character. But that man was no less miserably selfish than he always seemed.
Right you are.
It seems we must part ways for the time being.
Are as discerning with time as is aught amiss here, of course.
Mother, I must beg your forgiveness. I believed that you desired to make me sovereign solely for your own benefit. But in truth, you sought to better the lot of our people.
Ah, but I would have benefited. And handsomely at that. Besides, I cannot deny that I was proud. I wished to see my own son on the throne, and no other.
Even so, I cannot help but feel that all of this could have been avoided. Had I only been more attentive, if I had but better known your heart, I could have shared in your burdens. You would not have had to suffer alone, and perhaps together we could have walked a better path.
Oh, Sven.
Mother, I beg you, join the evacuation. You need not fall with this city. I would not see you take your crimes wholly on your own shoulders. That weight is as much mine to bear as 'tis yours.
My son, you truly would make a fine and goodly ruler. Your kindness will save many lives. Of that I have no doubt.
Ah, you've returned. How fares your procurement of those carts? You do. That puts paid to the last of our preparations. I will inform the citizenry forthwith.
You have my gratitude.
Such quietude is a blessing. What to do about combat? Such peace, reign eternal. Those new recruits could barely lift their swords.
Sometimes I wonder.
Let's get to work.
Not within 4 ever happens here, anyhow.
Forward too, but it's a long day of work.
Would that such peace,
Damn near enough.
Mine is a life devoted. Humble.
This place is too comfortable.
little did I expect to find you here.
Another errand to see to.
Lots to do.
Spirit of a woman half my age.
Where was I headed?
I find your company to be... These are troubled times, but rest assured, our doors shall remain open. open and our beds soft. Much obliged. Wisdom to offer.
By your leave, Arisen.
Why are you doing this, Arisen?
I cannot help but recall our many adventures whenever we return to the capital. Trials and triumphs both.
'Tis a vast place. I wonder how many corners we have left to explore.
Get the value of a moment's contemplation.
Have we purchased all that we require? We ought to review the contents of our packs, just to be sure.
Are we to remain here?
Now, what might that be?
We ought to take a closer look. I suppose it is a glad thing we rested where we did.
We must not let down our guard.
All is well. I feel as fit as ever.
I shan't let them harm you.
Avoid flame at any cost, Arisen. You have been doused in oil. As a matter of fact, it cannot be denied. When I was an archer, my bowmanship left much to be desired. Now I bear the title of sorcerer. If a foe needs magical retribution, pray, look to me to dispense it.
My consciousness fades. Pray stop me, lest I bring you harm. These beings are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
This foe is best defeated swiftly. Left to his devices, so it comes to the courage.
And granted service there deserves rest. Our best will do.
It shall be done. I'm here to aid you.
The enemy has called reinforcements. It seems they need to match our might through strength of numbers. It's difficult to explain, but I feel as if I am possessed of a greater power.
Hang in there, Master. I'm coming to assist.
fear this moment.
Ultimate hope of victory is best left unthought. Holy attacks will serve us well here.
Then we know what must needs be done.
It must be destroyed. Thou is blessed of swiftness. The strength of
Same eyes that looked to the risen waves, to province, now behold us in contempt.
It matters not. We shall rise to face this calamity, with or without blessing.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
The creature is gone. Let us revel in the knowledge that this region has escaped its destruction.
I see you do not relent. Your persistence is most intriguing. Alas, would I am certain, but yet 'twas not to be.
seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Well, hello. Oh, there's always demand for weapons. Particularly near the border, where quarrels occur. Do you come again?
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
I've weapon. Truth be told, I'm of half a mind to pack up and leave. Always a pleasure.
I'm not into...
With Brocker's teaching, so ask away. My hammer is at your disposal, sir. Pleasure doing business with you.
Since times of... Remember, Dracon... blood flows through. Then I bid ye farewell.
Very well. I shall return.
Clouds have already swallowed so much of this world.
Is there no way... to prevent this fate?
granting unto it a duty, an identity. I speak of the dragon. By the great will does the dragon create a cycle, allowing it to forestall the end of this world time and time again. Yes, Larissa, this world has been safeguarded by the dragon all along. You yourself were chosen to form a part of this cycle. The Arisen is selected by the Great Will to play the role of the dragon's counterpart. That is how this world is built. The dragon serves to continue the cycle, and the Arisen exists to oppose it. This is the true meaning of the dragon's dogma. Once, everyone in this world had a role to play. For a well-crafted tale as an world exists, there must be a reason for each character's inclusion. Yet, this means that should even one of these characters stray from their assigned role, the tale entire will unravel. And if it does, their world will end. Such is the choice you have made, Listen. By rejecting your own duty in this world, you have robbed all others of the chance to fulfill the roles they will decide. Pawns are no exception. Born with nothing aside, they were ransom for aiding in the perpetuation of the cycle. Yet, bereft of the dragon, that role has been unwritten.
To me now, Arisen. I am no longer a mere vessel. Your great will has imbued me with a lesser will of my own. Will is power. It is the means to shape the world as one desires. Master!
Oblivion fades. This tale's end has been unwritten. My heart, it aches. A new world comes. A new tale is set to unfold. Yet, it seems I will not be there to watch.